I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love looking at things. Thrifting and vintage shopping are some of my favorite activities, and I could go treasure hunting all day or even just talk about it all day. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I need to rein myself in a little bit. Since I'm not currently reselling vintage, I don't really need to keep stocking up on inventory and all of the smalls that I tend to gravitate towards. And while I won't be able to resist looking at all the cute little things, my focus is going to be on the big items that will make a lasting impact on my own home. So I'm going to focus on finding the big pieces of furniture and other anchor items that will help to create a cozy, comfortable, and functional home. That includes the furniture pieces such as a sideboard or credenza and other storage cabinets that I've been searching for a few years. Those will be a top priority. This will be a big lesson in restraint and discipline. And of course, if I start reselling again at some point this year, then my thrifting mission will adjust. But for right now, my focus will be on, you could say, the big picture. So here is my thrifting and secondhand wish list for 2025. Number 1, an entryway table or sideboard credenza cabinet. If you've watched any of my videos over the last year, you know that I like a lot of different eras and styles, but I have definitely figured out that I want something pretty basic and simple, and it's just a pretty straightforward cabinet with 2 doors and 1 or 2 drawers at the top. Seems so simple and so basic, but I just have not found the right one. Number 2, lamps. Lamps everywhere for every room in the house. We really need better lighting. And we've often joked about this, that, oh, hey, can you turn on that light over there? I can't really see. And then you go and you turn on the light and it just doesn't really make a difference. Or sometimes it might seem to make it worse. One thing that makes a cozy, comfortable house is decent lighting. So I'm hoping to find lamps for the bedroom and the living room, the entryway table that I just mentioned, and other spots in the house. Number 3, more area rugs. If you watched my top 10 thrifted items that I found in 2024, you know that one of my favorites, maybe the number 1 spot, was a beautiful vintage rug. And it was one of many that I want to find for our space. But I'm especially looking for a runner rug for our hallway. I think we're at number 4, and I would like to find a tall dresser, or what they call gentleman's chest, for my partner. We have kind of been looking for a couple of years. Let's see, number 5, I would like to find a side chair or a small bench for the entryway. As you can see, one focus that I have is making use of the little entryway that we have. It's not even an entryway, it's just this empty space at this point when you first walk into the living room. I would really like to make it cute and homey and comfortable. Number 6, I am hoping to find a pair of nightstands for our bedroom. This is something kind of new, and it came up when I decided that we needed lamps for the bedroom, and so I don't really know what kind of style. I don't really know. I'm very open to just finding some nightstands. In number 7, storage cabinets with drawers or doors, so closed storage for my little studio nook area. I have come to realize that I don't like open shelving. I didn't really think about this when I was first setting the space up to hold my vintage inventory, and I thought it would be fun to just see everything, and if I had an order online, it would be easy to find because it would just be sitting there staring at me. But that is the problem. There's enough clutter and chaos with crafting projects and shipping supplies and all of that kind of stuff that it would be nice to be able to just shut away some part of that to just be able to not have to look at it all the time. So clothes storage, something more drawers would be great. And the last line item on my wish list at number 8 is a collection of some small things. And I don't think it's cheating because these will add to the practicality and functionality of my space. So one of them is finding wall hooks, and I've mentioned that in several videos throughout the last year. So you know that I have been on the hunt for wall hooks for various spots in the house, and I am determined to find at least a few this year. And then the other 2 items, I want to find a napkin holder, and I also want to find some cloth napkins to get away from having to use paper napkins. So those are it. Those are the only small items that I'm still on the hunt for. And then I have a wild card item on my list, and that is a big comfy chair for a reading nook in the living room. I have dreamed of a reading nook forever, and I've never had one in any of the places that I've lived. And I just think it's time. It's time to start making that happen. Clothing. Clothing is one area that I'm not too worried about that I'm going to find too much stuff or buy too much, because I tend to have very specific items in mind when I'm looking for clothes, whether that's secondhand or at retail. I need to sort of use that same level of discernment that I have for clothing and apply that to everything else. And then I think I'll be in good shape. So there are some specific items of clothing that I'll still be looking for. But yeah, I'm not too worried that I'm going to end up with too many clothes. So that is my thrifting and secondhand shopping wish list for the year. I've never really put my wish list out there quite like this, so it does feel that I'm getting ready for a challenge. If I just find an entryway cabinet and some lamps for the house, I would feel like it was a successful year of thrifting and vintage shopping. So I hope you stick around and come shopping with me, and let's see what we can find. Thank you so much for watching.